The conversation revolving around black women dating white men while refusing to date black men is not a new conversation, and in fact, it is gaining steam, almost equal to the conversation of intelligent or articulate blacks leaving the ghetto to go to predominantly white institutions and integrating into white society, also known as black flight. So we already know what that is. But in this case, we see it all the time. A lot of women from Africa and black women in general in America are having issues, as they would put it, with dating black men. So white men are their new priority. There are even podcasts about it with clips like this.
Have you ever been in an interracial relationship?
I don't date Africans or black. Sorry.
You don't like black guys?
It's white or nothing.
Oh, shit. Why don't you like African Americans?
I only used to date black men, but then I got tired of just like, they treat us like differently. Like, it's crazy because then they'll go for like the lighter women. So what's wrong with me wanting to be with and see my options?
From my experience, I feel like a lot of black people are so controlling. They're very, very controlling. Yeah.
Raise your hand if you prefer to date Caucasian men. Damn, why do you prefer?
It works for me. You gain more out of it.
So financially?
Not just financially. You loving somebody that actually is loving you and showing you.
So you saying that white men show more affection?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Way more.
Black men have a hard
They
time.
love us. White men,
Yeah.
you gonna more likely find a white man that do that than a black dude. They're sweet. Like, it's easier. You feel me? It's I just feel like it's less of a struggle. Like, maybe I need to go outside with somebody that's not like from my country.
Every time a black girl mentions a white man, y'all automatically assume
It's about
you want
money.
their money.
For sure.
I had a black man that did the same thing the white man was doing.
Okay, so raise your hand if you would date a broke white man.
That's what I was
Exactly.
saying.
Y'all ain't raised their hand.
And you also see it in the news and even in celebrity. You see it with Serena Williams and Alexis Ohanian. Even Keke Palmer had a white guy before that didn't work out, actually. But then there is Doja Cat. Now, Doja Cat is very interesting because she is half black, South African, and half white or half Jewish. And she has a history of refusing to date black men while also identifying as a part of the culture. She even uses the N-word in the music and even wears bonnets, but still she's pretty much something that a lot of black women can relate to, but still dating only white men. And some people on YouTube are really excited that this is her choice of men, like this YouTuber right here.
So we all know Doja Cat's lost weight, she's gone bald, but she still dates white men. Okay, she still dates white men. She ain't changed in that. Okay, she's changed her appearance some, but she has not changed in the flavor of meat she likes in her mouth and her cooter. So people on the internet, I've been seeing people on the blog saying why she's saying the N-word, because she said it times in the Attention song. Girl, she's been saying her songs for damn near 10 years. She's been making music since 2014 on SoundCloud. She started out as a SoundCloud rapper making music on SoundCloud. She's been saying ever since the Purr album back in 2014. Why are y'all making fun of her now? Oh, I know why. Because she does not date. That's what it is. She don't date black dudes. That's what it is, okay? Doja Cat was like every other biracial artist, like Lotto, like, what's her face? Saweetie, who dates black dudes and said the N-word. I don't think there would be any fucking outroar. And plus, we all know Drake's half white ass who impregnated some white adult film star says the N-word all the time in his songs, but no one ever calls him out on his N-word usage because he's half white. But why is everybody wanting to get down Doja's throat because she says the N-word in her songs? Yeah, I know why. It's because she does not date black men, and you guys are mad. You guys are mad that the biracial girl that y'all's type, and it wasn't just black guys in the comments saying, "Oh, why is she saying the N-word? She won't even date us." It was mammies too. Mammies, you mad that Doja don't like the same flavor of meat as y'all? Because that's how petty you mammies are. You mammies get mad when people don't like the same flavor of meat as y'all. Y'all are weird, okay? If Doja don't want to date no black dude, she has every right to. Her black daddy didn't even want to have shit to do with her until she got famous, and then he started to come around. She has a whole black daddy, African daddy, who did not want nothing to do with her until she became famous and got that money.
But that brings us to the conversation, because Doja Cat has been trying to get high value white men for a long time, despite being a pop sensation, but she's never been able to do that. She's never been able to do what Beyonce's done with Jay-Z or any black woman who's dating a high profile white male. Doja Cat has never had a white man that was really in the limelight such as her. And this brings us to this new detail, where she is now dating this controversial and sometimes really odd comedian by the name of JCyrus. Now, JCyrus comes with a lot of BS in the game. He says some racist things against blacks. He has some ladies saying that he's done some harassment towards them. And yes, I mean that kind of harassment. But again, they've been together, spotted together. And you know, one of the things about this guy, JCyrus, is if you look at him, he's unknown and he looks, well, I'm not going to say he's poor, but he definitely isn't on Doja Cat's level. But now he's been exposed, right? He was exposed by some other people. But now here is what this new lady is saying. Now, this young lady, I won't put up her name. She's saying this. Sad music. Now that it's public news, I can finally say something. Yes, Doja Cat got my sloppy seconds. LMAO very weird for me. But let's not pretend he wasn't trying to get with me last week. Let's not pretend I wasn't just getting D. Well, stop the show, D-Man. Make sure you borrow that D word. D pics taken from her New York home. Stop the show. You mean to tell me Mr. White Comedian was in Doja Cat's house? Just like, give me like notification sounds back, Dima. Yeah, he was like basically just sending her the D pictures all the way to her Instagram photos and all kind of stuff, right? She also says, sad music, here's D. Stop the show, Dima. Make sure you blur it out. It's small, so she can have fun with that. Now, that's very interesting. And I wanted to say this because, again, you always hear about these women in these white men that's going to take them to the next level. They're tired of dealing with us. You know what I'm saying? They're tired of dealing with the Pookie and Ray Ray type of black men. And, you know, these white men are better. They treat them better. But usually what I find, and I'm not saying you cannot find sisters that are dealing with white men that can take care of them, or in Africa, hey, I'm living in Uganda. I see, you know, it's not uncommon to see white men with African women, their relationships, they have kids. It's not uncommon to see that. And it's just like it's not uncommon to see, you know, it happening in here, you know, in Kenya, Rwanda, wherever you might be in Africa, even in America. The question is on how often are these ladies in the black community who are seeking out these white guys? What are the caliber of men that they are getting? Who are they getting? And like the young lady that was talking about how Doja Cat don't date Negroes, look who she ended up getting with. Allegedly a white guy who is sending his D pictures to the ex-girlfriend. And stop the show, the ex-girlfriend was looking good though. The ex-girlfriend at Doja Cat's house. What does that say about these ladies who are trying to get with these guys? I believe it gets back to the point that water seeks its own level. And one of the things that I really dislike is, you know, as blacks, we have a, you know, this whole stereotype, right? We're not going to date anybody from the black community anymore, or we're not going to do nothing or in business with the black community anymore. And again, I understand we can have bad experiences, but now when you go over there and date these white folks, and if there was to say, angry music, we're not dating nobody black, you'd be over there, but Master, why not? Why? Please give me a chance. And that's what it is, right? And I almost 90% of the time, when I see black women with white men, let me just say this. While white men can be very talented and they can do a whole lot of things, it's really what I'm seeing is, hey, this is a guy who happens to be white. It's not very many special things about him. And it's not like you couldn't find that in the black community. Let's just be real, okay? And that's the situation. A lot of ladies go out there and act like the white men are so much greater, and then you find out that, I mean, you know, you have women selling courses. Like, I'm gonna call one out, Crystal Carrington. Look, this was a lady that was talking about how great her white husband was. She divorced him. He was an insurance like sales guy. I mean, and then ended up with a black dude. This was a, you know, let me help you swirl everything, and it's ridiculous. All of this, you know, hating on black men, when in fact you still end up not being able to get a white man. And I'm gonna play this clip of this particular chick here who can never get a white guy. Let's check it out.
It pains me to see other women that already have children sometimes. It really does, because I wish I had children already. And I wouldn't be this fucking stressed about having a child. Because that's what I am. I'm very stressed about having a child. I'm not gonna lie. I would hate to just adopt. and it not be from me. And I'm not talking about no mammy shit. No, oh, I need a chocolate baby. No, I'm talking about I want a child that came from me, from my white husband, my white fiance. I don't care at this point. But white husband, white fiance, a boyfriend that lasts more than 6 months, I don't care. As long as it's a fine white zaddy that sticks around, I will have a baby for him. And
at the end, they all end up like Olivia. All right. A lot of them still dusty, still broke, still broken down. And that is because of you, not the white guy's fault or not the black guy's fault. A lot of times it's these sisters' fault. All right. When they're chasing these dudes and they're hating on a whole other race of guys. And really it's them that's problematic. And Doja Cat has every reason to be successful. She should have every reason to get every kind of white guy. She has money. She's she's hanging out with dudes in the industry that nobody can get to. And still the best she can do is a lame internet comedian who has all kind of allegations against him from many white women. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all of you who heard the bell. We're out.